Hello everyone and welcome to another mod review. And this time I can say welcome back. Last video I said welcome back and it was my first mod review. This time saying welcome back works. So yeah, welcome back. And do you like my new cape? I got from that thing where you migrate your account to Microsoft. Looks pretty sweet. Anyway, I will be reviewing the Craftonia Dimension mod. This mod there's a lot of stuff in it. If I go here, you can see this is just the inventory here, all this stuff. I'm going to be covering mostly just the armor, weapons, some of the mobs, and give you a general idea of it. You can see some mobs are already spawning around here. We'll take a look at those. And if you want to check this mod out yourself to see everything I'm not covering, then I will link it in the description. Kind of creepy there. Anyway, the way you can get started with this mod is you have to build this portal right here. This is called Citrine Block, Citrine, I don't know how to pronounce it. But the way you get this is, I will actually go into survival now. Just like so. And I've got an iron pickaxe here. And you'll find this ore in the overworld, right? If you break this, you get Citrine. I'm calling it Citrine. If you think otherwise, then you're wrong. So I've made 5 here. The reason I've made 5 and not 9 is it only takes 4 to make one of these blocks. And you just build it like a regular nether portal. And the way you activate it is flint and steel won't work on this. What you're going to have to do is make something like this. This is the recipe right here. And if you put it in a crafting table, the Wand of Craftonia. And maybe if I break this real quick. Boop. Works pretty easily. And with this Citrine stuff, you can also make armor and tools like normal. Just the normal crafting recipes for things. Except with Citrine. To compare it to Netherite, it's pretty good actually. But Netherite is still going to be better, especially because Netherite will not burn in lava. However, I am going to take this right now, because obviously I'm showing off the mod, and why would I take Netherite if I'm trying to show off the mod? I will also take Rainbow Lemons, which is a new food item in the game. And these Rainbow Lemons, if you completely run out of hunger and eat one, it'll completely refill your hunger bar. It's crazy. And the End with Everything wand, which essentially will just take you back to your spawn area. And you'll be able to end with everything, like the name implies. And this chest I will show later. Anyway, we hop in. We got some of these tutorial things here, just showing you how to get to the other kind of areas. Some of these blocks have the weirdest crafting recipes you've ever seen. But if we come over here, I've set up a little area here. And there are a ton of different armors and things. You can get these all from mining what you need to, or some mobs drop some of the things you need. We got the soulstone stuff, which you get with soulstone. There's these soulstone variants of some mobs that will drop this. The Onitite, like this, and you'll see some of the stuff says used to craft dimensional hook. This block here is a dimensional hook. We got our Aventurine, which you use with craft with Aventurine. Strawberry Obsidian, which you use the soulstone stuff and also some of these strawberry obsidian shards, so a little bit different. But it's probably the best armor, I want to say, out of all of these, because it also gives armor toughness plus a pretty high armor value. You got Charoite, and we got the love stuff. Very nice and happy. Probably the worst armor, though, so you might not want to be taking that. Compared to the Citrine stuff, especially the Strawberry Obsidian stuff, is what you're probably going to be wanting to go for. they're about the same. All the armors and tools, they're about the same with minor differences. I'm actually going to take this stuff since it's the best. And here are some of the building materials we'll be able to find around. These all have the slabs and block and stair variants along with the woods. The reason I've used walls here because I want to show you.
Ah oui.
This is one of these. This is one of the guys. They're pretty easy to kill. A lot of the mobs are like this. And then if we go to this chest here, these are some kind of other stuff, I guess. Got luminous stuff, which you'll see it says 30 attack damage, and even the shovel, 28 attack damage. These things have barely any durability. If I take a shovel right now, and I'll mine some dirt here, look at how fast that durability is going down. If I mine just the dirt, you'll see I've done this before. 10 durability, and the sword is even worse. I've lost a dirt block. The sword is even worse with 5 durability, so use it sparingly. However, the way to get these, you'll have to use this Luminous Substance. Actually pretty easy to get. It drops from this Lumiere. Looks kind of weird. Pretty easy to kill. And you get Luminous Substance. And you'll find these Lumieres. I'll show you all the biomes while I'm at it. And I'm taking a good amount of fall damage there. Maybe I shouldn't have made it where you spawn so high up. We've got Blue Forest, which you'll see down there. Blue Forest. We've got the Craftonia Desert, the Craftonia Fields, Craftonia Tundra, which it spawned me in water. I've just used the /locate biome command to find these, but it's meant to just be a snowy thing. It's just basically a lot of overworld biomes, but it's put Craftonia first because it's in that dimension. This is called Faptos Village, which for some reason these structures that spawn actually count as a biome. You won't find too much in here. I haven't yet to see one with actual chests. It just looks like a little house, but it is made out of quartz. So if you need a lot of quartz, maybe you come over here. And then back here where we have our purple fields, and this biome over here is just blue hills, which is pretty cool, made out of this blue stone stuff. Might be good for building. There's a lot of cool colors for building here. And the Lumiere you'll find just in regular forests around the place. And then in the rest of the stuff in here, we've got this Deathwood stuff. Kind of cool name, but it's not very good. And we've got purple wood variants of all these. I didn't see blue wood variants. There might be though. But yeah, it's just the same kind of stats. We've got flaming stuff, which this is actually kind of cool tiered system. We have the Craftonia Stick, which you make with the wood that you'll find in the Craftonia dimensions. Then you use that, combine it with some kind of fire thing to create the flaming stick. Then you use that in like a sword pattern to create the reinforced flaming stick. And then you use that in a sword pattern to create the flaming sword. So kind of a long process. Not too hard to get all the stuff though. And it's got free fire aspect, which is not too shabby if you like that kind of stuff. Another tiered thing, we've got these knives. We got the weak knife, it's just iron with the Craftonia stick. Knife, which is 3 iron with the weak knife, and a sharp knife, which is 4 iron with the regular knife. So a good amount of iron. Not too worth it. It's only just about 7 damage. It's pretty good for killing things, but there are definitely better things that you could use. We've got the katana, which is even worse than the sharp knife. We've got the rustic aventurine sword. These all have varying, you'll see attack speeds and damages, which is using a lot of decimals for damages, which kind of weird. I don't know why you wouldn't just use a regular number. We got snow crust stuff. And these you create these pretty easily. You use the Aventurine, you use Snow Crust, Crusty Snow. You got Dark Essence Sword, which you'd think that would Dark Essence Sword would be pretty good, but the Dark Essence Sword is worse than just a sharp knife. And we have the Unpredictable Staff, which you make with these minerals and Death Brick, and the Craftonia Stick. And this one is actually pretty cool. It says, can give random potion effects to enemies. Obviously, it'll only apply it when you hit the enemy, but it does quite a good amount of damage already. So you see, I think he just got slow falling there. And on a second hit, or third hit, he'll die. It just gives random potion effects, which it could be pretty useful, but I mean, it might give resistance or regeneration or something too. We got the Destructive Mutagen, which is just, you just insta-kill something. But it only has one use. And we have the Constructive Mutagen, which some mobs can actually change them to be weirder. And you'll see it's a lot stronger now, but still pretty easily killable. I dropped an emerald, look at that. And then we've got some different armors and stuff here. These are not too good. You'll just see 4 armor. But, I mean, looks cool. It's like wool. You got the pants. These Icy Leggings here, which you use crystallized ice for, and the solidified jersey. It's just a wool. But the Icy Leggings will give you jump boost. And you have the freezing gloves. Just like this. Kind of a weird crafting recipe. But it'll give you speed. You can get speed and jump boost if you put on these icy armors, which is pretty nice, but if you're going to be fighting something, you might want to switch it out for something a little bit stronger, like the Strawberry Obsidian stuff. Kind of a funny name. And then we got the masks, which you'll find from these guys wearing the masks, and if you put them on, you'll get different effects. We got fire resistance, and I'll just grab all of them. The ominous one gives haste. Sad is water breathing. Bored is slowness. Jealous is poison. And love is resistance. And I can just pop them all in there. Right back where they came from. I'll have a little bit of rainbow lemon. And now onto the other dimensions. We have this place. Kind of weird. We got Corruptopolis or something. I don't know. Maybe something else. It's kind of hard to read. Weird font and design around. But you've got this cool thing. I don't know if I can actually collect it. If I break it, I can. Dream Star. But I can't place it back down. But it's pretty cool. It'll give you levitation very briefly if you go in it. Then all the different biomes in this dimension. We have here the Dream Fields, which just consists of this dream dirt, kind of yellowy. We have Dream World, and there's a weird eyeball guy attacking me. And if we just go over here and kill another one of these, there's one of the guys wearing the masks. There's the Mindless Lands, and that's all the biomes in this world here. And this is just Cloud's Garden. Weirdo. Yeah, some of these mods have the weirdest designs ever. And that guy was actually pretty strong there. Well, you didn't really damage me. I mean strong as in health. And if we go back through, we'll just appear back in the overworld. So all of these portals will just take you back to the overworld if you go back through them. And we have this one here, the Death Nether. This biome here is the Unknown Valley, and this place has only got 2 biomes. We come here, we've got the Death Nether, which has some pretty weird looking stuff. It's a Nemo mini boss. Okay. I'll fight the bosses later. So that's pretty much all of the the stuff to do with the different Craftonia dimension stuff. There's a lot more to explore, obviously, a lot more to find, a ton of different mobs, but that's kind of the main stuff that you kind of need to know about, right? And now, for the end of the video, I've got some bosses. We got the Nemo boss, which you kind of already saw, the Radioactive Nemo boss, Gao Pete, and themselves. Ominous name. And I'm going to be fighting them to the best of my ability. I got pretty good armor here, and the best tools and armor that is really in the mod, aside from the luminous stuff, but obviously that has really low durability, so it wouldn't be too much help once I run out of it. But the Nemo boss here, he doesn't really attack you until you attack him. I stand corrected. I mean, he's not going for me. I think if you just get close. Yeah. There we go. So you hit him, he activates. Whenever you hit him, he'll spread fire around and explode and shoot arrows and all kinds of crazy things. And he is actually doing a good amount of damage. He shoots arrows incredibly fast. Gonna have to take him out quickly. The explosions don't actually hurt. I think it's just meant to kind of mess with you. Maybe you will lose track of him, I don't know. They're not too bad, but the arrows do a decent amount of damage, at least against this armor. I've kind of got him stuck in a corner. You see he's destroying some dirt blocks too. And he's actually got crazy knockback on whatever bow he's using. And you'll see he died pretty easily. We got the Radioactive Nemo next, which is just a stronger version of him. He looks kind of weirder. And you'll see, now he's actually spawning mobs. He's spawning cave spiders. Whenever you hit him, at least, it looks like he spawns cave spiders. And instead of fire, they don't really attack you too much. It's really only if you attack them. But he also is spawning these blocks around that would make you get poison if you stand on it, and quite strong poison. And he's just spawning spiders everywhere. But since it's daytime, if I don't attack the spiders, they shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh, okay. There we go. Not too bad. He dropped this dark glass, which I think if I drink it just gives me blindness. Yep, for a minute. Okay, if I knew what it did, maybe I shouldn't have drank it. I'll be back in a minute when this wears off so I can show you the other bosses. Alright, so that Radioactive Nemo was actually pretty difficult, but there's still harder ones to come. We got the Gao Pete, which the way you'd spawn him normally is by getting a certain kind of Gao Pete mask into your inventory, but I've just got a spawn egg here so that I can spawn him when I want and not just when I took the mask out of the chest. I'm going to move away from the spiders a little bit. He's kind of just like an Enderman, except he looks like Marionette from FNAF. And he's actually pretty easy. Doesn't spawn anything crazy. And you'll see he'll drop the Gao Pete mask. This one, though, you can wear as armor. The other one, it won't have anything saying you can wear on head. And it'll actually give you all the, a bunch of different effects, which is pretty cool. Even some bad ones, like slowness and blindness. But it is something that exists. He also give a nice music disc of Broken Memories, which maybe I'll listen to. I'll put it in the jukebox at the end. And this is kind of like the final boss of the game. And he is definitely the hardest, and he'll drop the end with everything, so that once you kill this guy, you can just, get out of there. You're done with Craftonia Dimension. Themselves. And he has a bunch of different phases. You'll see at the top it says Phase 1. When I kill him, he's now on to Phase 2, which is like a weird slime version. And when I hit him, he likes to spawn magma cubes, which can, if you don't take them out first, could actually be a little bit of an issue for you. And the big one is actually pretty strong. And the themselves mob, a lot of his phases are different mobs. Like, look. Now he's some kind of iron golem, which I'm assuming that means he's going to do a good amount of damage, which he doesn't. Alright, the next phase, phase 4, is just the regular themselves. And now there's phantoms after me. Alright, not good. Oh, okay, there we go. Phase 5, weird person version. I think it's like a zombie. You can hear the sounds kind of sound like a zombie too. Still not doing too much damage. Alright, now we got... I don't even know what that's meant to be. Maybe my textures are screwed up. Because that does not look like anything. If you listen to the noise when I'm hitting this guy, he sounds kind of like a guardian, right? Oh, we got the regular looking themselves. Make it a little bit more of a fair fight. Now, how do you like that themselves? Alright, I'm gonna go find him. I think he's over here somewhere. Where are you, Mr. Themselves? I wonder if the zombie version of the themselves, the zombie face, actually burns in daylight, like zombies. Oh, you've got a blaze version, which I do not actually have a bow. Gonna have to take him out quickly. Yes, creeper, let's go. And the final phase of the themselves. Low health, actually. That was probably the easiest phase. There's barely any health on the last phase. And you'll see he just drops the end with everything item so that you can get back to your spawn once you've beat him. That's pretty much most of the mod, actually. There are a lot of other things, obviously a lot of other things to discover, but that's the main gist, what all the different weapons and things and the armor that you should know about so that you know what's the best kind of armor that you should be going for when you go in the mod yourself. I will have the thing linked in the description, like I said. And one last thing before I leave. If you haven't been living under a rock for the past week, you should know of the upcoming Minecraft mob vote. That's coming tomorrow at the uploading time of this video, October 16th. I'd like to encourage you to vote for your favorite mob, help change the course of Minecraft forever by adding a new mob. I'm going to be voting for the Copper Golem. My reasoning for this, maybe I'll persuade you, is because to me, it's great for redstoners and builders alike, seeing as it's got the capabilities of pressing the copper buttons randomly, and the copper buttons itself could be used for a lot of different building purposes, especially if there's a regular and oxidized version of it. So, yeah. And on that note, goodbye.